up, guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is going to be the part 2 of the Minecraft breakdown tutorial. In this video, I'm just going to tell you guys pretty much what to do if you're mid-game. So, what I did in the first YouTube tutorial is I pretty much showed you guys what to do if you're just starting out, just join the server, those kind of things. But this is one once you get to like level, as I was in the video, level 25, maybe level 30, that's pretty late mid-game. Or level 40, etc. Now, if you get to a higher level, I think when you're level 40, you're pretty late game, since often people don't get to level 40. But I don't care. Like, it's pretty common people get to level 40 if they're just playing, like, if this is the main server they play on, and they're not like going on different servers. Like, personally, I like to keep a bit of variety, so I'll play Minecraft Breakdown, but I'll also play like Hypixel every now and then. Or I'll play Empire Minecraft every now and then, just to keep it a variety going. Anyways, let's get on to the video. So, I would recommend, in terms of aircraft, I would definitely recommend sticking to the Q5 unless you're doing aircraft PvP. Now, I would not recommend aircraft PvP unless you are completely happy losing an airplane, because you will lose an airplane. I bet you a lot of money that Oscar's going to go up there in an SU and take you down if you're flying a plane to your spawn. That is that he's online. Anyways, I wouldn't recommend doing aircraft PvP unless you're doing it with like a friend, and it's the kind of PvP where you're in a VC, and if they say stop, my core is low, then y'all stop and y'all repair and stuff. Air PvP against randos you don't really know, or people who are going to break your jet, isn't really good, and you're gonna lose your jet. Now, I would recommend doing something. This is a pretty uncommon money-making method, but I would definitely recommend it. So get a aircraft, or yeah, an aircraft. You can use ground vehicles if you want, but they're really crappy for this. Just get an aircraft that has radar. So this is most attack helicopters, most aircraft, no World War II aircraft. Also, I'm gonna go over the World War II aircraft and what you buy / shouldn't buy in a minute. So get an aircraft that has radar. Then go. I would say either within 5,000 blocks of spawn, or like past 10,000 blocks from spawn. And just get your aircraft or whatever, and absolutely go crazy. Fly wherever you want, just try and unlock new territory on the map, and you'll see little gray things on the radar, right? So this is why helicopters are useful, or why stealth aircraft with radar and with VTOL is useful, because they can just stop wherever you want and lower down. It's super awesome. I would definitely recommend buying them, just not for PvP, since they are on the more expensive side of aircraft. Anyways, just fly around, and if you see a little gray dot on your radar, stop and go check it out, because that will be an aircraft just sitting there. Now you can choose to either sell it or to either keep this free aircraft, which both are good options. I thought that boat was an aircraft. I thought it was like a crappy biplane or whatever. Now mid-game, in terms of NPC hunting, I would recommend using SAS. Now, you can use SAS Helmet when you're PvPing, but if you're using SAS Helmet and SAS Chestplate, it's more expensive, so I wouldn't really recommend that. Now, Juggernaut, you can go Juggernaut Helmet with your friends, but I wouldn't recommend going Juggernaut Helmet alone. And if you don't have friends, then call me up. I'll get you some kits and we can be homies. It'll be scrumptious. But I wouldn't recommend using Juggernaut if you're going solo. If you're going solo, just use GIG and a Marine in terms of PvP, where you're going to lose stuff. Now, I don't think it's a good idea to PvP spawn if a ton of people are like camping spawn or whatever, and you're just going there with like a really crappier kit than you had. Chances are you're going to lose it. Also, if my voice sounds weird, it's because, oh my god, because the air is so dry where I live right now, it's getting really cold. Oh, what's this? No name. Oh, fancy. I like. But yeah, I would recommend PvPing if you want to PvP, because that's one of the main fun things. But there's also Battlefield, which is just like PvP, or a little bit different, because the guns deal an annoyingly amount of damage. It's like additional or whatever. Like they do 2 times damage or something crazy. But I would recommend, what is it? I would recommend definitely PvPing if you want to PvP, but PvPing alone I wouldn't really recommend unless you know you're going to win. Like the odds are on your side, and you're not trying to pull a James Bond or like pull a Banagite and just like win the entire thing, or like 1v5. And yes, that's a reference to another player. That's how amazingly awesome I am. But literally, if you're flying around on those plates, I would recommend flying, just like here, you can see the ocean. I would recommend flying along the these roads here, because those will give you, like, usually people will crash into the roads or the airplane will fall off the roads, but sometimes it doesn't. Completely up to you. And I know my mini-map's on, and I won't be disabling it. I just won't be going to my base, is the little shenanigan there that I have on my sleeve. So VSS, I would recommend using. This is a 5.1 update. It's updated from the last one. 5.1, not much changed. Most of the guns that are good are still good. I just wouldn't recommend using MTAR. I think HK416 is definitely buffed. Also, I'm a lot better player than I was when I filmed that last video. So that'll be a little bit different. Now, personally, I think you get to mid-game when you can, like, buy most of the things you want to buy. But, really, it doesn't matter what stage of the game you're in. Like, it's really up to you what stage of the game you're in. Like, if I think I'm going to quit when I get to level 60, then yeah, that means I'm pretty much late game. Also, here's something. I wouldn't recommend asking players. Like, let's see. You see the guy, you guys see the guy online, Nanotron? Let's say I need to buy something that was level 35. I wouldn't ask Nano. I would ask, like, Wally or Banagite, because it's not just that they're a higher level, it's that they're more popular in the community, so they're less likely to scam. And this is nothing against Nano. Don't, like, go at him. That's literally just an example. I can use any names I want. It doesn't matter. But I wouldn't recommend. I would recommend just using someone to buy you something that's who's at way higher level, because that'll be better in the long run. Because they'll probably get it for you, and usually people who are higher level will have a rank. Like I have rank. You guys see right there. It says donator, or right down there. Oh, you guys can't see my mouse. That's annoying. I have a donator rank, meaning people will be able to see my, like, I can make aircraft colored if I want. I'll show you here. Let's say I want, oh, that's annoying. Let's say I want a pizza. What does that say? Pizza Hawaii. Yeah, okay. Let's say I want a Lancaster bomber. Over 2 planes, Lancaster. Let's see. I want it to be dark cyan, or dark goldenrod, or dark gray. It'll cost me an extra 4,000, but I'll get this cool color, which is cool. Also, I shot down Banagite's Lancaster that had like 5 kids in it. It was like dark magenta. Sorry, Banda. Okay, World War II planes. I wouldn't recommend getting anything like the Fokker 1 or the Stop with Camel. Stop with Camel is good. It's pretty good. If you're fighting other World War II planes, then yeah, it's pretty good. Lancaster is great if you have all the gunners. Like if you have a top gunner, back gunner, if you have all those set up, then yeah, it can be pretty good. The Zero, I would recommend. It's good for air to ground. I wouldn't recommend the Spitfire. I wouldn't recommend the Yak-9. Wouldn't recommend the P-51. I wouldn't recommend the BF-109. The P-51 I would recommend going for if you're trying to go for an aircraft that's not the Zero and not the Stop with or Lancaster, because if you see here, the Spitfire has Browning 30 cal, but the P-51 has Browning 50 cal, meaning it'll do slightly more damage. World War II vehicles. So I would recommend not getting any of these. The M8 Greyhound is good, and then it's not really good. None of these are really good. The Flak is useful for taking out things. Don't get this boat. It's not good. It's not going to get you far. Modern aircraft, the VTOL guys, these little homies up here, are very good. I would recommend them. F-35C, pretty good as stealth, but this is just better. Like, no, I'm kidding. This is better, but this is also nice. Su-33, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're PvPing. F-22, I would definitely recommend. Lots of ammo. It's high quality, and it doesn't cost that much more than the F-35. Q5, wouldn't really recommend unless you're trying to go somewhere. Don't get these. But the 2C biplane is kind of useful if you're flying. If you're flying with an NPC, which is like a gunner. Okay, I wouldn't recommend too many of these. I'm not a fan of modern vehicles. You're better off to ask Bandagite for those kind of things. Now, modern helicopters. So the helicopters I would recommend getting are none of these. This one, because it has M60s. This Huey, because it has the miniguns and it's good for attack. Little Bird has 2 miniguns. The Tiger is really good. And none of these are super good. This one looks cool, though. That's about it. The Lancaster I would definitely recommend getting, because it like does a lot of damage. And yeah. I just think it's really useful, the Lancaster, honestly. It's just nice. Alright, well, I guess that does wrap up the video. This is my ender chest if you wanted to see. Like I said, don't be an idiot. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.